Today I'm going to show you a siege battle in an untown. My first army that I showed against the Thracian League, it got destroyed against the tribe with the stone wall city. I guess essentially got swarmed, and then I struggled to rebuild my army. I'm rather low on manpower now because of this army, and because of that stone wall tribe was too strong for me. I saw that the Tribialli had a rather small army and only a garrison. I decided to go with my army against them instead. So I broke a non-aggression treaty and attacked. So big difference here is I have javelin cavalry and Greek infantry now. More, and that was for knocking out stone walls in the stone walls fight with a sword. So yeah, I think this javelin cavalry will do a very good complement to my force, as my general is like 200 men and is a shock unit, and I bring in more reinforcements here. So 3 more archers and 2 more Greek infantry, along with another general of 200 men. So I could have like the 200 men generals up front and slam into him once these guys have done their work against the enemy. So these javelin cavalry, they can help against the heavy infantry or hoplites, but also slam into enemy cavalry, and maybe not so good for the shock, but my generals can just attack first, and then these guys can follow up, and then the generals can then retreat and then attack again. So that's my idea. But this was the first time I used the Greek infantry. But the good concept though is that in an open field at least, that the Agrianians will be first because of their better charge. And then whilst the Greek infantry, they hurl their precursors and then attack. And then the Agrianians can either wrap around or just, I keep the Agrianians in the fight until they need to recover. Then I send in the Greek infantry because of their superior numbers. These guys are decent, but not fantastic. For the gods of Olympus! And right now I'm just shooting at the spear troops. Not because these guys are fantastic. I'm just trying to reduce the numbers, and I'm hoping that like the stone will hit several units at once. Maybe I should have targeted this one in the middle, so the stone might roll down or up. But of course I'm not going to waste, all my artillery shots on garrison troops. I just wanted to weaken up their numbers a little. So now I'm just going to do my first scouting. I'm using one of the Greek infantry units to scout if these units if there's traps here that could trap or cause casualties to my pikemen. So I'm using the expendable troops. Barbaro. The Agrianians are quite expendable because I'm in a barbarian culture, and these are barbarian populations. So I guess I could have just used Agrianians instead, or just fill up with Agrianians. Because the 2 precursors against the 3 is not big difference, and then, but the thing with the Greek infantry is they're very cost effective. So I'm just chucking some ballista shots at some of the archers, but I'm going to move up because I already have archer superiority with the range. Double time! So moving up. Double time! Splitting up pikemen, because nothing can really beat them frontally in a melee. But they feel a bit obsolete now against the Thracians. Sorry, but my cat is like in front of the TV screen, and once cuddles at the same time as I'm recording this one. So yes, I think that he has his whole army in this hill, and that eliminates my cavalry, as I can only go for here, and as long as he has many spears, I can't really do much with my cavalry.
Take aim!
So I'm shooting one volley against these light spearmen. These guys have no armor, so arrows will do very well. He's now moving up with his bowmen, and I sort of want to bait out his bowmen and then have an archery duel. But first I decide to clear out all the traps that he's using, or I have been placing.
Prepare to engage.
That will go rather fast. So this is a forlorn hope for a vanguard. They are meant to take most of the casualties. So I'm moving up to... he has his tribesfolk here. Now I'm just activating the traps instead. And I'm targeting these Mady Peltas, and the Peltas are the main dangers of Thrace. So yeah, I've been doing rather good number, as the Peltas are also flexible in the sense that they can also fight in a melee, and that Thracian Peltas have like 7 armor piercing damage. Makes them quite a priority for me to knock out. Or in the very least, it should be my priority. Just using my precursors on the Greek infantry now. Some of the rocks that are supposed to hit this unit goes into this unit. That's good for me because this unit has this unit is the best of that the Thracian has available in terms of spears. So it's very good of me to be able to weaken them up a little, because my Greek infantry will struggle against these guys. You hurl javelins against the Greek infantry, then archers, so he's wasting some ammunition on these guys. That's at least less for my pikemen. And I'm weakening up these light spears, so that this swords unit can do a bit more damage. So now I'm sending them in. Okay, they haven't really... But some of the javelins hit his own palisade. That was quite cheeky of me. It wasn't planned, of course, but hey, I can at least pretend it was. But I know that the palisades do take up the... You know, can take a lot of javelins, so if you have this and then I try to hurl precursors at this unit, but this unit is, you know, in an elevated position. It makes them easier to hit. If it was up here in the palisade, probably the precursors wouldn't hit the unit behind. So my cavalry has a rather limited role in here, and I should have had like 2 at this spot as well, 2 in the other, but I did not. So
Double time! That's a double!
and I don't know if I said it, but I think I did. But archers are better than slingers in Thrace, and Greek infantry and Agrianians are more flexible, and pikemen are too rigid, really. You can only really use them they cannot be used in every situation. Frontally, of course, they win, but it also depends that they have missile protection and are not hurt by precursors and other stuff. This Greek infantry unit has killed quite a lot and not lost a single man yet. And now they're charging in. Let's see how they do.
Orders understood. Cut them down! Attack, brave sons of Macedon! Pikes at the ready! Form phalanx!
So I'm forming up my pikeman here, and he's going to use javelins in response. But that will also in turn expose his unshielded side. Ideally, I want to use my pikemen to climb up this and then just slowly kill everything in front. But I can't really do that as long as he has javelins. But he was careful about using his javelins. For first unit, he did attack with the Greek infantry with the javelins, and then now he's not really doing that. So yes.
As you command. And now.
Now I'm hurling even more precursors here. And hopefully I did not friendly fire my man. I don't think it was a... Some friendly fire might have happened, but I don't think so much that it is utterly devastating.
Quick, march! Advance!
Is the ballista out of ammunition? Yes. 240 kills. You hold javelins at the archer unit, and then, but that's less javelins against the phalanx or even Greek infantry. He has footmen and everything, so if he killed off my Greek okay, he has to target my phalanx with the javelins to prevent me from pushing in. But if he killed my Greek infantry, but seems to be rather even contest so far. Greek infantry do well against these garrison troops.
Loose! As you command.
And now you can see all these swordsmen over here. Probably so that they will not be hit by the ballista. Maybe you should bring them in here, because it's a rather grindy here, and those footmen could be very useful.
Understood. Stin and Tolly's ass!
So he's hurling javelins and everything against this pike unit. I'm trying to recover them, and then I'm going to use the Greek infantry to do their thing.
For glory! Engage! Hades, take our enemies! No!
You do play more carefully in a campaign, multiplayer campaign, than you would be in a single multiplayer battle. Because in a multiplayer battles, there's no consequence to it. Like you can take 99% casualties, and it doesn't affect you in the campaign. So you have to play somewhat more careful, and I did not do that in the this next Thracian fort battle that I'm going to show you. And I did lots of errors there that I should not have done, so I'm not going to be the almighty tactical that you might think I am, since I've been on Immersaholic's channel.
Break the lines! Force you, Kyrie!
I don't really know why I did,
Back now!
but well, I will show the battle.
To arms! Double time! Quick march!
But let's just focus on this battle for now. So he's going to wrap around my... I've been using a lot of my Greek infantry, you know, they come back and I hurl troops, hurl them back in. I'm trying to make a... oh, maybe I have this hill now. Or maybe I can just, you know, establish myself on a more even ground and use it. Now he's coming up with his javelins. Some of them have two javelins, and that means they have been in the city and got more.
Hades, take our enemies!
But some of the Thracian warriors, or maybe these guys must be from the city, right? And then he has these Agrianians with 3 precursors. So he has a lot of javelins still to damage me with.
Let's charge! Forward! Hades, take our enemies! Charge! Break the lines! Pike phalanx!
I'm using these guys because I'm hoping to hit them in the unshielded side. That works.
Advance at speed!
But now I'm like trying to block off these streets so he can't flank me. At least not there. And then I should have moved this unit up to here. But you can see he's flanking over here. So now I have to choose, should I go here? But then it will go here, and then it might go into my rear. But he moved back these guys, so that's something. And I'm trying to use my javelins to skirmishing, but he hurls his precursors. Because quite a lot of precursors, and it was on the unshielded side also. So I hurl my precursors here.
Quickly now!
But now, once he have hurled them, he can't really respond to my cavalry. And here I should have just stayed where I was and then have Greek infantry inside for flank protection. And then my generals now are going to charge in. But here I'm butchering this unit. But he should like, I think he attacked, yeah, he attacked this unit with precursors.
Understood. Taxes. Happy to serve the people.
Now they can't really respond to my javelins. I can chuck my javelins at these guys.
Back now! Follow me! Attack their position! Break for glory!
The more men I kill here, the less deep their formation will be, and the more impact the cavalry charge will have. But you can see that the overall, yes, one of the unit got slightly damaged, but you know, I can just slam into these guys and rout them. So now I realized, okay, I'm going to say it like in a hindsight formation, but the Greek infantry is better than the Thracian footmen in the sense that you have 3 precursors and both of them are lightly armored. However, since the Greek infantry gets 2 extra volleys, it means a lot, as you can just kill a lot of warriors without actually risking yourself.
Pay for glory! Advance!
So yeah, it's a grind into this hill. A lot of men have died here.
To advance! Yes, Commander!
Finally routed that unit, and these Greek infantry also have 4 speed, so they are actually faster than the Thracian warriors.
Break the lines! Sting Antony's ass!
Those long spears are holding out for quite some time. My peltas are trying to hit the general, but it doesn't really work, so I move him back.
Attack, you sons of Ares! Quick march! Riders at the double! Charge!
What else is happening? Well, not much. Like, I'm very happy taking it very slow and steady. But now these guys are routing, and he only doesn't have much left now. So we can just fast forward, as now it's much more clear who will win out. It's all a matter if does the casualties count. And I don't really count the casualties here. Yes, we took the town. These poor Thracian footmen got killed off by the cavalry. Okay, I'm chasing down the routing troops now. And thank you for watching this. You can see that the pikemen did as well here, but the cavalry did really good. Greek infantry also did okay, but that could have also been chasing down routing units with their 4 speed. However, they're expendable in the end, and the same goes for the archers. Very good kills. Peltas did okay, alright. This Agrarian did not really do that well, but I had fired this killed with a lot with these units, and they were relatively intact. So they must have done something. The Thracian footmen, one of them did very well with 231 kills. The rest did not really do, but these guys did alright. But these Thracian spear warriors did not really do a lot. But again, and they fought mainly Greek infantry. But you can see that the melee peltas, they can actually fight well in actual melee as well. So that's the thing to be wary about with Thrace is their peltas. Huh. And apparently my cat, he closed my screen. Huh. So I will have to open up the screen again. Yes. But I hopefully this doesn't show in the actual, because then I will have to redo the video. But thank you for watching this, and tell me what you think. Bye bye.